Hi, this is Julie at Love's Beginning, and today I'm going to talk about when we demonize one aspect of the illusion and we get caught up in it, what happens in our minds and in the minds of others, and in the story we're living, and the options we have. So I am encouraged to look at what we're all living as a story, and we're collectively in charge of it. We empower the fictional aspects of the story and struggle against them, not knowing better. So, when we're going to take one aspect of the story, and the one that's being suggested to me is pedophiles. So, that's a big one. The first time this exercise was suggested with me, it was Coca-Cola, so that felt a little softer. But um, pedophiles has often been suggested to me as a starting point, because it's such an easy trigger. It's such an easy focus for people's hatred. People who walk around saying, I'm not hateful, I'm not hateful, I'm loving, might be faced with that situation, that scenario, and not be loving. So these are challenges to our sense of who we are, challenges to our sense of who everybody else is, trigger situations that might find us discovering our tendency to cling to and fight aspects of the illusion. Now, when I'm talking about this, I have to be clear that I am not saying to lie down and let the world roll over you. And I am not saying that quote unquote evil things are good and let them rampage and have their day. Um, I'm not saying that. I'm saying there is a power that is amazing, both amazing and very, very loving. And we always have access to it all the time. But to realize that power is there, we have to have first set down our judgments, at least temporarily, and to be willing to look through them like they're glass, or kind of like the analogy of, are you willing to walk through that wall? You think it's solid, but it's actually not, and you can walk through it. It's kind of like that. Like we treat it like it's solid. We treat it like it's a type of real that is immovable or undeniable. Not deniable is not a good word. We treat it as if it's solid, and it's actually not. So, if I go back to the example of the pedophile, and I'm being guided through, and the guidance is, if you demonize one aspect of the illusion, you're pushing it down here so it can pop up there. Me, as I'm being taught this, well, I won't put it on you. I'll use myself as an example. If you're creating an identity for them, when we're being hateful toward people, we're erecting an identity over here. This is who they are, and this is what they're doing, and these are all the bad effects we're having. It's very intense projection. It's our anguish at finding ourselves here and feeling subject to it and feeling helpless and trying to blame somebody. My daughter, I think, is just waking up or maybe dreaming, which is funny, dreaming. So I'm going to do a part two. I will be back.